Now tuned into another Grind Time Now Battle Valentine's Day Massacre. Orlando, make some noise! The battle right here is brought to you by Poly Malinaji Future Legend Clothing
and Mad Bread. Go get you some.
Get it.
And that's it. Don't be ducking that. And we gonna get it started. I'm gonna talk to my mans. Tell me your name.
Johnny Voss, what up? Team No Sleep. Fucking, I'm about to force this guy to fuck up, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
MC, introduce yourself.
What's up? It's Isaac Knox! FreeDance.com, best music you'll ever get for free. I do some kind of play on his last name, but I don't know it. He did one on mine just then.
That's my real name.
We'll start the battle off on Boss.
Saucy Boss is your real name.
Isaac Knox! This is a battle you finally got to deal with, whether it's something you like or not. See, you're a battler that fans really like a lot, but that's just because you're slightly creative, polite, and you live a fucking life of God. But at the end of the week, you were honestly the very type of person that I never could be. You accept religion in a way that I could never believe, with blind faith, set on salvation that you never could see, the type of narrow-minded individual you might eventually be. You live your life for the Lord, but really it's more for a type of divine reward, like that's what it's destined to be. But in reality, you come off like you're arrogant and fucking better than me because you've attempted to accept some type of pretentious fucking religious belief. Because if a sober God is the only God, then that ain't no fucking God of mine. Your God's like the police, dog. Like, you can go to hell for getting high? Ha! Straight up, my God? My God's chilling with bitches. My God's getting drunk all the time. Because the last time I checked, Jesus was the only guy rounding up prostitutes, turning fucking water into wine. I'm sure you're tired of all the religious jokes by now, because you have to hear them all again. But of course I'm going to be mentioning him when Jesus is the very thing that you represent. I mean, you're here to do God's work, right? Right? Great, excellent, it's settled then. After I defeat Isaac at this battle, I'm battling fucking Jesus at the next event. Yo, he probably got rebuttals about Jesus and God and religion that are just fucking already so nice. But that's what happens when you're forced to defend your point of view and your belief for your whole life. So go ahead and rebuttal like you tough, Isaac, when we all know that you don't fight, because you're automatically a pussy when fucking pussy is something you don't like. And if he goes and tries to rebuttal any one of my lines for the rest of the whole night, that's just your reflection of your need to justify the belief of your lack of faith in your own life. Fuck out of here, I hate what he's wearing, let's go. God rebuttals.
Yeah, I'm full of mean God rebuttals. I don't care if I come across as hard or not. I know you don't hate Jesus. You'll go to the same barber shop. All around to God jokes. I'm like, please, more often. And from your description, it sounds like your God is Philip Seymour Hoffman. My real opponent. Oh, is he all right? Maybe it had something to do with my lyrics. Maybe it has something to do with my lyrics. He just fell down because he was feeling the spirit. So my real opponent backed out this week via Facebook. He canceled online. Ills called me with anger on his brain. I had Orlando on mine. I said, give me anyone. Trust I got a handle on time, so this is 2-day delivery like Amazon Prime. And he's been begging, Johnny's been begging for this match. It's like his dream come true. Basic's like, hey, you guys want to do teams of 2? And even though I hate that you're the replacement, I learned something from the matter. I learned that after agreeing to absurd, you can still go backwards. But he's like absurd with a wig if he got fatter and rapped worse. That girth makes me want to channel old school disaster like I wasn't going to do any fat jokes. I decided to call it off. But then I realized that Johnny Voss rhymes with Haagen-Dazs. Ross, you swept teriyaki sauce. Knock it off, you're not a boss. When I say that he shops at Ross, I mean he bought it off Rick Ross. We all can tell that you're fat. It looks like you have every meal at the Taco Bell you work at. He's in denial about his weight gain, like he doesn't see his bear gut. He's the type to step on the scale like, oh wow, I must need a haircut. And a lot of battlers always hear about how they're gaining some weight, but responsible adults don't remain out of shape. Choice. Unless you have a condition, but that would affect your brain too, and then you wouldn't be good at battle rap. Oh, actually, that explains you. This idiot called QP small. When you're too short to speak, he's in the Suns, but you're the one with a newborn's physique. And if calling you dwarf to weak gives you hatred that's not confessed, just start benching till you feel that weight lifted off your chest.
Those lines he spit, that was, you know, some really fucking awesome, great shit. Just the more he exaggerates when he's rapping, it makes me want to really hate him. See, I know that you think you're battling saying I got the same cut as Jesus, and that was great when you just get the shampoo with the $12 cut at fucking Great Clips.
And it made this.
So nice. Look at him, right? Look at him. He just has to jump in because I hate the way he raps and says his words and rhymes his verses. Because every time he says his lines, he rhymes like this on purpose. He probably talks to girls like this whenever he gets nervous because Isaac is a... Who am I kidding? He don't talk to bitches. Isaac's a fucking virgin. From the bar, fucking virgin the entire night. He probably ain't even ready for when it actually happens for the first time. I can't even imagine what would happen. That would be an actually fucking bad time, because like he'd be fucking having a naked girl on his bed and Isaac just closing his eyes asking for God's advice because he don't even know how to put on a fucking condom right. Bitch, you voluntarily came to the club but you don't drink. You don't even be blazing a bud. You don't even pull bitches. Like, why the fuck did you even show up? Jordan, dog, I'm surprised he's not attached to your leash that you keep on him and you fucking spend time with him so much. But yo, straight up, I fucking hate your big ass ears and the way you probably heard my verses when I was practicing outside. Those aren't rebuttals off the top of his head. He already fucking memorized all of my lines because he has fucking so much free time with only fucking God on his mind. Yo, you remind me of the Bubble Boy. Not because you've been sheltered at a young age until you got older, but because you probably punched yourself in the dick the first time you seen your own boner. Isaac's life must be so fucking hard. It's so arguing on his shoulder. Probably fucking blames the devil whenever Air Jordan isn't allowed to sleep over. That last verse you spit sounded really absurd to me. Oh my bad, what I meant to say was that last verse you spit for really absurd or me. Because I can tell certainly you might use lines against him that against me inadvertently, but you'd at least have the common courtesy to not go and try to pull that type of absurdity. Look, last line, I just wanted a favor from Isaac, so I'm hoping it would work for me. But look, I know we don't see eye to eye because internally I can't agree with your belief of an endless life of eternity. But look, dog, your sister's fine as fuck, and I was hoping you put in a good word for me. Let's go.
No, I won't. See, an awful lot think Johnny Voss is awesome off the top, when in reality he just writes so bad it sounds like it's on the spot. Because we freestyle battled back in the old days with Jordan. We destroyed you in Rango with just an okay performance. He's back just as bad and in no way important, so you're getting bodied twice like a donated organ. See, outside of this room, you're only known by some hardcore stans, but they know good battling, so they aren't your fans. See, when my raps form, it excites the people on rap forums. I rap for them, and they comment so much they need rap forums. It's that carpal tunnel flow. Think my bars will crumble, bro? When we spar, a Hulk will grow like I was Marcus Ruffalo. See, you gonna need the hard rebuttal, bro, for the lame words that you speak and the crappy patterns, because no decent battle rapper thinks you're a decent battle rapper. See, and I know this sounds nerdy, but you rhyme monosyllabic. I mean, take the time to make your lines, compound and craft it. There's no beat, but keep a pace. Cut the run-ons out, compact it, find the right words to inflect, calm down, then rap it. Because what's the benefactor of battling happily ever after if you never master being a better rapper when it matters? He's had 3 opponents where he literally tried to clown him for being clever. No triple entendre. Being louder don't mean it's better. I mean, let's make it geometrical, right? I'm working 3-dimensional. Your vocal level shows potential, but it doesn't mean it's ever filled. So you can have gold in a small room or a museum with nothing. It's simple math. Volume doesn't mean that there's substance.
Let her know, by the way, if you're going to give me her number, that I'm not talking to anybody currently. I know you're such a good Christian guy that you'll tell your sister urgently, but to be quite honest, I'm surprised I have to even do this and she already hasn't heard of me. Check it. I got about like 60 seconds at best. Because fucking, this is the 3rd round, so right now I got a lot of important shit I need to get off my chest. Look, alright, let's go. See, the reason I'm even battling in grind time is to change the game and show you I can do it. I ain't here to fucking follow trends or spit corny bars like you or make my name exclusive. I ain't here for the fame or to get paid or to claim that I be making better music. Cause when you're fucking, that automatically happens when you show the audience you're awesome at rapping and you can recreate a movement. I was in grind time when they designed this shit, when they were making the fucking blueprint. I've done more battles this year than any one of you did. And now what? Now what? I gotta battle Isaac? Bitch, I'm tired of all these divas here because your fucking name's included. I've asked you for a battle multiple times. You didn't say shit. You didn't say shit to me. He's like walking around aimlessly, fucking acting all neighborly, like, oh, yeah, dude, we'll battle, definitely. Fuck you, dog. Had to be last minute, right? Had to be last minute. You never took the initiative, so now waiting for your answer patiently, but look where you are now, bitch. You're only the first battle of the day to me. Fuck that. Straight up. And I know fucking you might be upset, but there's other divas here ducking me fucking blatantly. Because that's what happens when you're a good-ass rapper and they always want to fucking stay away from you. But I'm just trying to I don't give a shit if Isaac is fucking hating me. Because I'm the person that this fucking audience really came to see. And if it's not, and I'm not the person that I claim to be, then how come Mad Ills asked me last minute for an opponent for your bitch ass and came and fucking asked for me? Straight up! Right? Straight up! That's exactly what happened. Don't even deny it. I had to fucking get Mad Ills to beg you for you to even try it. What I'm trying to say is this last line before I fucking leave this bitch. Don't forget to hit up your sister real quick. I'm done.
Talking about how he was here when Grind Time started. He just wants to say you're welcome. If what you did back then mattered, you wouldn't have to tell them. He asked where Jordan is. Well, he's at his brother's wedding day, and I don't mind that you have my sister's number. She's going to say no anyway. He's from a bummy old town called Newport Richie, where Orlando to them would be like New York City. And heads would explode if his hood went to Atlanta. Florida battles is all that have took him to pass Tampa. You should have stayed with them old folks or stood in your dad's pampas. Don't you know Johnny Knoxville make you look like a bad grandpa? When 360 said Madness was the size of 2.5 men, that was on fire. But he's 2.5 men in bottom tier, John Cryer. That's super light if you don't get it. It's fine. But I'll turn the host to a sketch artist when they air this film, and you'll see the best white boy on the Saturday Night Live when I tear and kill him. And a Voss is the proper name for a vase that your mom get. But this Voss getting props, pump your brakes from the onset. But it's still SNL, so I'll rewrite and I'm staging the concept. I meant this Voss is a prop that's breakable on set. See, he hoped of making the A-team, then daydreamed the rest of playing varsity. But he'll be waking depressed if you initially thought that he gave me a test. I just show that Johnny Voss is JV at best. Yes, it's something that I got, from where. This was ridiculous. Oh well. I'll just end it here. I get the feeling that you sell your mom and daddy weed. I don't mind, but I know he's a... It's a stupid setup. I get the feeling that... I get the feeling that you sell your mom and daddy weed. But I don't care. I know he's a pothead, Johnny Appleseed. Real talk, I respect that you're a man enough to not want to cancel. See, there's at least one Johnny in Grind Time that won't dissipate when he says he's going to battle me.